Good afternoon, Swarup.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us today at India M2M and IoT Forum. We are pleased to have Advantech as a sponsor at the forum and to have your kind self as our esteemed speaker at India M2M and IoT Forum. May I request you to briefly introduce yourself and your association with Advantech, please?
Okay. Regarding myself, I am in this IT field about 9 year plus, and I work for different verticals, starting from storage, servers, and networking, and after that I move on to all the high-end technologies, and now the new buzzword what you are listening now. We are working long back before with Advantech, like the IoT or M2M, that is machine-to-machine communication. So all this thing, whatever we are discussing now, Advantech have already worked from 2005 onward, and we came up to some end-to-end solution now, which is ready for the market. And starting from intelligent transportation system, or maybe intelligent home, intelligent building, so whatever is required for a smart city, so everything Advantech can provide. So Advantech is one of the global company who are pioneer in making embedded hardwares. We have extended our resources, and now we are not only providing the embedded hardware, we are providing a complete solution for this kind of projects like smart city.
A lot is being said about M2M and IoT space, especially when you talk about the Indian context. What is your take on it, and what do you think the industry has in store for the future?
Yeah, so first thing we have to understand whether we need a smart city for India or not. Whether if I appreciate the government have initiated the smart city or digital India concept, but whether we need it in India or not, that is the first thing arise in our mind. Are we ready for that? Obviously, if you can see this in my presentation also, if you have gone through that, most around 20, 40, 70% of the people, whatever the India population, will be staying in an urban cities. Not, it is now it's 17 rural, 13 urban. It will be like a totally entire city. 70% of the people will be staying in urban cities. So it will be like scarcity of water or resources, because urban city have the limited resources, limited space to stay, and governance body have to control all these things. If there is some epidemic, some kind of some virus spread out in some area, government should be very much active enough to control that area and protect to spread that virus to other area. So that is the need, what we think that this we need for the IoT or maybe smart city concept. So it is the right time we have initiated, I mean government have initiated for smart city in India, and I believe that Advantech can do a lot of projects associated with other partners in India and provide a complete solution for smart city projects.
So, you have already given us an insight about the M2M and IoT ecosystem in India. What potential do you think the sector holds for domestic as well as international players?
For domestic player, yes, because IoT or smart city concept is an indigenous concept. We cannot borrow, we cannot take the same concept which is happened in UK, US or other part of the developed country. India have its own market, India have its own requirement. So everything, maybe 70% of the things should be indigenized. So whatever the solution we need, we have to develop locally, starting from the hardware, software, communication, even the security aspect, because if you are talking about the IoT or smart city, security is a major concern. So we cannot hand over the entire thing to a company who is outside India, or maybe we can collaborate with them. So it is like whatever the requirement we have for local market, we have to develop by ourselves.
Could you elaborate a little more about Advantech as an organization and its contributions in terms of products and solutions for the M2M and IoT space?
So in IoT space or smart city space, so Advantech, as I said, that the Advantech is a pioneer on making embedded hardwares, and we are also pioneer on communicating those hardwares remotely. So we have a world-class hardware as well as we have a software to communicate with those hardware. When IoT means connecting one thing with other thing, wherever the hardware or wherever the thing is, you have to connect. So main the extract of that IoT is the data which is generated in the field should be seamlessly connected with the cloud. So whatever the data we are getting, for example, from a factory and from a machine, it should be gone to the operators in the real time. So Advantech is pioneering that. We have varieties of hardware starting from remote sensing devices, which includes the pressure sensor, temperature sensor, and it should work on a remote area 24/7, and it should work on a purely wireless. When I say purely wireless, that means the product should not contain any kind of wire. Even the power cable is also wire. So our device can work 24/7 by 360 days into 7. That means till 7 years it can run with one battery. Such a less power consumption products we are having with us for the sensor level. Coming to the gateway level, we have amazing products which can communicate with all the devices, all the sensors. Like one gateway can communicate with 200 sensors through mesh networking. So this device again have to receive the data from all the sensors, and then again it have to transmit the data maybe through 3G, 4G LTE, or maybe through the wired communication. So this kind of gateway with different platform, we are also partnered, like we are the eco-partner with Intel and Microsoft, where we are purchasing chip, even Freescale. All this, we have a very good ecosystem where we are manufacturing this kind of gateways which will help to gather the data from the field and sending the data to the cloud. Coming to the cloud layer, so in the cloud we have rugged servers, we have the storage devices, and we have analytics software as well. Using Hadoop or maybe using Microsoft Azure, we can also analyze all the data and use the data in a resourceful way. So all this layer, 3 layer what I discussed now, from the sensor layer to cloud layer, Advantech have the solution. So that's what we are doing, and that's why we are here to provide you all this new technology.
You are here today at India M2M and IoT Forum. What do you think about the entire platform, and how important do you think platforms like these are for the industry?
Yeah, it's a very good forum. Even I also very excited when I heard, I listened that the other speakers are speaking about they are from the different domain, but they know about IoT and they are giving a new concept about the IoT and where we are lagging or where we are leading. All these things we can understand from this forum. So it's a very good forum, and I wish that we can come next year as well for this forum.
Thank you very much, Swarup, for your time today, and we look forward to receiving you in 2016.